Now we are going to deduce the law of conservation of momentum from Newton's third law of motion. Earlier I have told you how to deduce law of conservation of momentum from Newton's second law of motion. Now we are going to deduce it from third law. Okay. So consider that there are two bodies A and B of masses m1 and m2 and they are moving in the same direction along the straight line with velocities u1 and u2. Fine, where u1 is greater than u2. As u1 is if they are moving with the same velocities, they will never collide. At least one of the velocities need to be different. Fine, so u1 is greater than u2 before the collision, but after some time delta t they collide. Okay, so you can see this is the figure during the collision. Fine, this is body A and body B, they have collided. Now a force FAB acts on body A and FBA acts on body B. Fine, so during the collision what happens? Vector FBA is the force exerted by body A on body B, and vector FAB is the force exerted by body B on body A. As they have collided, the different bodies will start exerting force on each other. So these are the force given by them, and we know according to the third law that these two forces are equal but they are opposite to each other. So this negative sign shows that they are opposite to each other. Now after collision, these bodies will attain different velocities, which is v1 and v2. Fine, so what is the formula for impulse of force? It is equal to force into time change. So impulse of vector FAB will be equal to vector FAB into delta t, which is equal, and we know that impulse is equal to change in momentum. So as this is the force exerted by body B on body A, so there will be change in momentum of body A, and it can be represented as m1 v1 minus m1 u1. In the similar manner, impulse of FBA is a force exerted by body A on body B is equals to FBA dot delta t. This is equal to change in momentum in B. Okay, so it will be equal to m2 v2 minus m2 u2. But we know that this, I have told you according to third law, okay, these two forces are equal but opposite to each other. So here also we will use this concept and we will make them equal but opposite. Now we will put the values of vector FAB dot delta t and vector FBA dot delta t. Vector FAB dot delta t is equals to m1 v1 minus m1 u1, and vector FBA dot delta t is m2 v2 minus m2 u2. Now we will put the values here. After putting the values and rearranging it, bringing the terms of u1 and u2 to one place and bringing the terms of v1 and v2 to other place, we will get that the total linear momentum before the collision is equal to the total linear momentum after the collision. It means that the momentum P is conserved. Yes, fine. So linear P is conserved, and this is what we have explained here also. When we have deduced the law of conservation of linear momentum from second law, here also I have explained you that linear momentum will be constant. In the similar manner, this equation is also telling us that linear momentum in the system will remain conserved.